All right, good morning. So today I wanted to take you with me on a kind of like a eat with Anna kind of day. So just for you to get an idea, this is a very common question I get. So I just wanted to share what a typical day looks like for me with breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks as well. Sorry about the noise. What I wanted to say, if you haven't met me before, my name is Anna, and what I do is that I help people to heal their gut, to have more energy, less pain, and also heal from digestive issues. And I would also say simply to just feel more light and free and vibrant in their bodies. With that said, if you want more info on that, I'm gonna leave a link in the description below. But right now we're in my kitchen. So typically, just to kind of take it back a little bit, when I woke up. So the first thing that I do in the morning is just to brush my teeth. I have a big glass of water with either as it is or with some lemon in it. Then I practice yoga most days. And after that I get ready, and now I'm here in my kitchen where I am more or less starving. So we're gonna start with the first meal, which is breakfast, and we're gonna make some porridge. And I'm gonna use these blackberries today that I went and picked in my friend's garden yesterday, obviously with her approval. But I love when you can just use your own stuff. You know exactly where it comes from, so I'm so excited to try these out. And my favorite part which is just some almond butter. You can of course use peanut butter, any other nut butter that you want. I tend to also switch it up. But this morning I am doing this. All right. All right, so breakfast is finally done. It's one of my favorite meals during the day, no doubt. So yeah, and I probably eat oats more or less every single day. There might be like one day during the week where I go crazy and have pancakes or something like that, but I just love oats. I find it to be such a grounding way to start your day. So both I think the porridge or the oats and the almond butter gives a very grounding feeling, and just kind of sets the tone for the day in a good way. I don't really know how to explain it, what I'm trying to explain here, but it's just a really nice way to start your day. And I think also because oats and a porridge, it is very, very filling. It keeps your blood sugar stable. So it's not like getting this big sugar rush in the morning and then crash 30 minutes later. So I think it gives this like really nice, good energy level. And also with the berries and even with the cinnamon, gives a little bit of an extra energy boost to the meal, and also adds vibrancy to it. Obviously, speaking about gut health, so oats, and especially the oats, have a lot of fiber. Everything in here has a lot of fiber. All plant-based foods has fiber. So, but it's really also that I talk a lot about to get in the variety as well. So just different kinds of foods as well. But your gut will absolutely love you for this. And again, especially the oats are really good for the gut as well. All right, so after this, I'm gonna go and make some coffee, then I'm gonna go and get some work done, and then I'll see you at lunch again. All right, we're back in the kitchen again for lunchtime. So I personally love very like hearty, comfy meals. So we're gonna make a vegan mac and cheese with some broccoli as well. So let's get started with that. All right, so for the vegan cheese, the sauce, it's very, very easy to make and doesn't require any super fancy ingredients or anything like that. So I have 4 white potatoes here, and 4 carrots. Then I do have, it's called tapioca flour. You should be able to find it in a grocery store online. If you can't, might be able to try corn flour. I haven't tried it, so I don't know how that would kind of end up. But the tapioca flour is really nice because it makes things stick together and makes it really, really creamy. So if you can find that, I would definitely go for that. Nutritional yeast for the cheesy flavor. I do put some olive oil in there as well. It's optional, but I just really like it for a little bit of extra creaminess. We have our little garlic ended up here. So I'm gonna put some garlic in, not all of this, just a couple of cloves. And so then I have oat milk. You can obviously use any kind of plant-based milk you want, salt, and pepper. All right, so I just cut the potatoes and the carrots into smaller pieces. Now they are in boiling water, and I'm just gonna let them boil for about 20 minutes. You just have to kind of check in and see when they're soft, but about that time. All right, so the potatoes and carrots are almost done. So now I'm gonna put in the pasta. I'm just using whole wheat pasta for this. And it's gonna boil for about 10 minutes. All right, so now I've just put the potatoes and carrots and tapioca flour, the nutritional yeast, and about half a cup of oat milk just to start with, and I'll just add a bit as we go if needed. I'm just gonna start to blend this. All right, so what I've done now is I've just put the pasta, the sauce itself, and the broccoli as well. And we're just gonna mix this around before we're gonna transfer it over to a baking pan and just put it in the oven for about 10 minutes. Look how creamy this gets. So delicious. All right, so now I've just transferred it to a baking tray. This is optional. You could just do it without this too, but I just love to give it a little bake. So that's why I put it in the oven for about 10 minutes, but it's also super delicious just as is. All right, so as a snack, like it really depends on what mood I am in. And I do have a separate video on a lot of 3 different kinds of healthy snacks that I'll share in the description below. But today, So today, since I have all these amazing apples from my friend's garden, I mean, just look at that. Love it. So yeah, I have a lot of apples, so that's probably gonna be my snack for the next, I don't know, like 2, 3, 4 weeks. Kidding, but it's I love apples too, and also apples are probiotic, so really good for your gut health as well. All right, so we're back in the kitchen again, and now it's dinner time. And I personally prefer to eat something that's a bit lighter in the evening. Obviously, it always depends on what I'm in the mood for, what my body needs, but typically it's something that's a bit lighter. So we're gonna make a smoothie bowl with some different toppings. So let's get going with that. All right, so for the smoothie, I have one frozen banana. I usually freeze bananas, like if I have too many at home and they're starting to get like super ripe, then I just freeze them. I'm gonna put in half an avocado for some good healthy fats, and then I've defrosted some strawberries and blueberries. And what I have over here, so I have some spinach, and what I do is that I boil up water, turn it off, and then I just put in some spinach for a couple of minutes. I do that just to release the iron from the spinach. All right, so let's get started with the smoothie. And I'm gonna put some toppings on as well, but we'll just do that in a bit. All right, so now I have just put everything into the blender, and we're just gonna mix. All right, I'm gonna put some toppings on as well. Let's see what we have. Yeah, definitely gonna put some hemp seeds on. Hemp seeds are really, it's an amazing plant-based protein source. And definitely gonna have some granola on. This is a Swedish brand that I have come to be obsessed with. It's amazing. It tastes really good. It's only good ingredients, so no added sugar or any other junky stuff. So definitely gonna put some of that on. And finally, so because I had now you're gonna see like how crazy I am about nut butter. This is a lot. I'm gonna put some peanut butter on, just because I had almond butter this morning, so now I'm gonna put some peanut butter on. All right, so now it's done. Look at that. So good. All right, now I'm ready to eat this. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe, and do let me know in the comments below what kind of videos that you would like to see more of. With that said, I hope to see you next week, and thanks for tuning in.